fourth and the fifth matches there, he didn't manage to inflict too much damage on Flash. He let Flash pretty much do his game, let him be, and didn't put him to the test. And now he's doing a great job indeed. Early mutas, and that engineering bay, as I just said a minute ago or so, was not up in time, and the missile turret's also not, meaning that there's no static defenses there for the mineral line, which will force Flash to not attack Savior whatsoever, because he needs all the Marines that he can get for the defense of his own base, which will give Savior a certain respite, and also allow him to build up his army and stand a much better chance in this set, I believe, than in the last two ones. And in the meantime, Flash is actually sending his SCV towards that 5 o'clock position. Maybe he probably only wants to check if there are any hatcheries down there. Indeed, he's only checking for hatcheries. And now finally a couple of missile turrets there online, and this will be very important to hold off these mutas. They tried to take down the comset, didn't go for it in the end, retreated. Maybe he should have concentrated on the comset. Might try to come for it once more. Hydralisk then already up, so those lurkers will be coming out fairly soon. But crucially enough, Flash will find this expansion. Flash finds this expansion and he sees it's fairly unprotected, and I believe this will be the first the place where Flash will now attack with his medic and marine force. When he will choose to push out, that is where he will push towards. And he did a great job in the last two sets to take down Savior's expansions one by one, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this will work out in this one, since, as I said, I believe that Savior does stand a better chance. He's trying to get the Muta harassed, but now that all these missile turrets are in place, it's not going to be that easy for him. He could try to come on this side. There's not very many that many missile turrets over there. Only I think 2, I believe, protecting all those buildings in his main. But still leaving behind the medic and marine force, and as long as the medic and marine force is there, there's not much that Savior can do, simply because they can easily reinforce and protect the main. But as I said, this is giving Savior the good opportunity to build up his forces and to probably place another expansion. I'm actually expecting another expansion from him fairly soon. Now going in for these supply depots, managing to take out also that SCV that was building, and will probably manage to take down this. He will take down this supply depot, and also now going for these 2 missile turrets here. So he's going for the supply depots, and this is not easy. This is not good for Flash, because supply depots are each worth 100 minerals, and if he loses that many supply depots, firstly he's going to be behind, because he will have to rebuild them to have the population necessary to sustain all of his medics and marines. That's important. And secondly, he's losing minerals by doing this, and I'm not sure why he's not sending anything. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. He actually seems to have let these I'm not sure what he's doing. He's letting this Muta harass continue, and he's lost 4 or 5, I believe, supply depots. So very careless from Flash here. 500 minerals, and also very important that Flash is now having to build all of them once more, so as to have the population to continue pumping medics and marines. Crucially enough, did have the comset there to push back Savior's forces, but Savior looks fairly strong, and I think Savior will go for the same move that he went for initially. But crucially enough, Flash was wise enough to leave 1 SCV. This is again what Savior wanted to do, to wait for Flash to attack him, and then to come from the other side. And you can see what mind games the Maestro plays. Now, as he saw that he was discovered by that SCV, he pulled back and let Flash's troops retreat, because they would find nothing. So really the Maestro is doing a great job right here, playing with Flash, not letting him know on which side he would attack, where he will come from, and definitely that SCV there from Flash prevented maybe a much greater disaster, because if Flash would have attacked and would have gotten attacked by that army at his expansion, it might have well have been GG. He will maybe lose this science vessel. Doesn't pulled out the science vessel in time, Flash, and he will definitely have to make good use of it to deal with these mutilisks these Mutalisks of Saviors. And in the meantime, he's kind of having a defensive stance in this game. It seems that Savior is now having the control of the map for the moment. It doesn't mean that it's final, but for the moment it seems that kind of Savior is in control of this map. And now Flash seems to be feeling there's an expansion over there at the bottom right, and so he's going towards it. Crucially enough, he does have this one science vessel, but would he lose it? It would really be a severe blow to him. And you can see these Scourges are there exactly for that purpose. So he will attack the bottom right position, I believe. And in the meantime, it seems that Savior seizes the opportunity to attack Savior's expansion. He knows that Flash is now very far behind and would take a long time to reinforce. And now indeed he catches Flash's forces. Great job making that on the Defiler, making the irradiate. That was great stuff from him, and buying himself time to bring in the reinforcements he needs to hold this attack. A great job dropping on that platform at the expansion. That's definitely a good idea, to drop on the platform at the expansion, and he did manage to take out this expansion at the bottom right. And more importantly, he will have to hold this attack on the other side, the counter attack of Savior, and I think he will, simply because he's got some siege tanks there and also a couple of bunkers. Also a siege tank was brought in with those Marines, and he will take down the Queen's Nest. So good attack there, good job there from Flash with dropping on that ramp. And now he's also making his third expansion, and when it's going to be finished, they're going to again be equal in expansion, and this will again spell a lot of problems for Savior. And until this point, a good play from both players. I'm not going to give any one of them the advantage. Indeed, Savior did do a lot of damage. However, I kind of feel the balance is tilting into Flash's favor, simply because he was able to hold off this second attack of Savior's when he let his guard a little bit down by attacking the bottom right position. He did manage to hold it off, loses the dropship there. Unfortunately for him, he won't be able to save these troops up there, but at least tries to come with these troops, with this army here. Double Dark Swarm here from the Defiler, but I think it got irradiated. And also the same goes for the Lurkers down there, and the splash damage also counts underneath Dark Storm. Unfortunately for Flash, there's a Lurker burrowed over there, and he will lose this siege tank. The siege tank does go down, but all in all, I'd rather see a Flash right here in taking the advantage in this game. He did take again down that expansion, and